Reading Response 3, The Blind Side by Lauren Chun. The artifact, a question to consider. Who is responsible to provide students with visual impairments with the technology and resources needed to access and accomplish assignments? From the text. The ultimate burden of assuring equal opportunity for blind students falls on the instructors, since neither university administrations nor disability services offices assigns grades to these students. Cool. So, what does that mean? Basically, they are saying that the teachers must provide the student with the resources to accomplish given assignments because they have to grade them and no one else. Since they give the student the pain of writing the paper, it only makes sense that they should have to suffer through reading the given assignment. Therefore, the task of finding resources for those with visual impairments falls on the instructor. But does it really? I object. Who is deemed in charge of managing the needs of those with disabilities now? A tip from the text. A great deal of work has been solely left in the hands of disability service offices, whose employees, who may or may not have a procedural and academic understanding of the course curriculum and its goals. An interpretation of that text. Oswald and Hewitt present this case as though it is a vast failure, that these support services are the victim of bad planning, and that the universities also lack the know-how to understand what needs to be done to assist these visually impaired students. Naturally, the students themselves must play an active role as well in their own education. They can't sit back and expect those around them to hand them success on a silver platter. Let's apply this to past readings. Chapter 4, Supercrips. In Chapter 4, Rhetorical Accessibility, we read about supercrips, those with disabilities that are seen as, quote, more than, end quote, because, although they can do all the things that those without disabilities can do, it merits greater praise because they have to do it all with a disability. It would seem that it discredits their own efforts and experience. A student who is blind has just as much right and ability to learn as someone not dealing with a disability. A parting thought, these three facets, instructors, administration, and disability services, should be working together to provide those with visual impairments the correct technology and assistive material to succeed on an online system. These joint efforts should be based on the foundation of the students' ambitions and efforts to pursue their own education. So what do you think? Who is the most prevalent when providing students with visual impairments the technological resources to access and accomplish assignments?